Hey, y'all. Let's have a conversation. Your personal life, you chose to have a great personal life. And within your personal life, you may have some ups and you may have some downs. You may have some difficult moments in your life. But overall, you choose to live your best life. In spite of where you come from, in spite of your heartaches, your falls, your get back up, you chose that life for yourself. Maybe because of you look at your family history, the struggle that they have, you don't want that same thing for your life and for your children. I come from that life. I come from on my father's side, all of them in and out of jail, all of them not having being successful in life. Um, I really didn't know my mom's side because we didn't mingle with that side that much. I really became to know them at my early teenage years. I know my mom's sister and her children, but outside of that, I really didn't know because we didn't mingle on that side. But I chose that when I become a grown man and when I begin to have kids, that I wanted to have a different life from the life that I have seen sit before me. I wanted my children to experience things as a child. I wanted them to come up and be adults and know that loving people is a part of life. Even some choices they make, you still got to love them. I recognize in a conversation me and my biological brother had on the other day that there's some deep-rooted thing that people hold on the inside. And it ain't always against you. And it ain't always things that you did. But I'm holding this in because I feel like somebody may have done me wrong in my past. And you the closest thing to me. So I'm going to take this out on you. But my response is, you chose the life that you want to live. All of the things that happen in your past, it can affect you. And sometimes you need to seek therapy. And sometimes you need to go through counseling. And everybody maybe don't turn their back on you. You may not have no fellowship with your family. You may not have that person that walk up and say, I love you. But at least you have one that'll show up on your step and say, hey, in the midst of it all, you still my brother. You still my biological brother. I'm concerned about you. But what you will not do is take out all the pain on everybody else and all of the pain that you done been through. Take it out on me because you feel like, oh, I'm going to dump it all on. No, we're not going to do that. Listen, my moment today is for all of us. Be proud who you are. Do not be apologetic for the life that you live. It's a struggle to do what you do. It's a struggle to get up every morning. It's a struggle to go and face them folks on your job when you done been through hell, and you walk out of your house and put on your best face, and you sit down in your car and hope that you're able to ride tomorrow if you have gas to go. But they don't see all of that. The only thing they see is the way you live and how you carry yourself. I refuse to walk around looking broke, busted, and disgusted, even if I don't have a dime in my pocket. So don't allow your family member, don't allow your people that's around you to make you feel bad because you chose a better life for yourself and for your family, your children, your grandchildren. No, I'm appreciative of what I did. And we go through. When my children fall out, I let them have their moment. Y'all gonna have y'all 2 or 3 days of being mad with each other. But on that 4th day, you ain't that mad. You're gonna pick up your phone and you're gonna call your sister. You're gonna call your brother. And you're gonna work this thing out. If your family didn't teach you that, teach your children that. We're going to talk through this thing. We're going to get past this thing because it ain't that big. If you went through a Bruce in your childhood, and if you went through turmoil and your family didn't teach you, baby, go talk that thing out. Go tell somebody. I tell my children, tell it all. Don't keep nothing in. When you start holding stuff in, you take stuff out on other people that ain't responsible for that. You take stuff out on other people that didn't bring you that pain. But when you learn to release that stuff, that's what I tell my children. You go through your 2 or 3 days of being angry and upset and mad with your brother and your sister. But after you get over your 2 or 3 days, you pick up your phone and tell them what's on your mind. Let them know, hey, I appreciate how you handle that. And y'all get over that, move on to the next thing. But don't hold stuff. Because when you start holding stuff, we live in a different generation. When you start holding stuff in, that's going to carry on to your children, your generation of children, and their children, and their children. And you're going to find your whole family going to be just jacked up and messed up. You got to be the one to break that. You got to be the one to break that cycle. Don't worry about your brother, your sister, your mama, your auntie. If that's their generation, and that's how they want to handle their situation, let them do that. But as for you and your house, I want to encourage you. You teach your children. Don't hold grudges. Don't hold animosity against one another. Have your 2 or 3 days of being mad, but you go and have a conversation and say, we're going to talk about this. This being real today. This being real today. Don't be apologetic for what you do for your life. Don't be apologetic for your job. Don't be apologetic for your house you live in. Don't be apologetic for the car you drive. At the end of the day, you got to pay that house note. You got to pay that car note. You got to live the life that you live. And you ain't asking nobody to come, open up your mailbox and pay damn thing out of your mailbox. You struggle to do that. You sit in your house and eat peanut butter and jelly and bologna sandwiches to pay them bills for them children can have a good life. I refuse to let anybody, I say anybody, make me feel any other way. And I will not bite down from nobody. No, when it come down to my life and my children's life, no. You can't bite down when it come down to your children. I don't care who they are. Y'all live your best life and never be apologetic. Be peaceful and loving to everybody. But live your best life. It'll pay off in the end. Peace. I love you. Talk to you soon.